Hey yogis, Shan here at Practice Indie in our library, delivering to you a restorative home practice. This will require basic home props and something you can do if you have 15 minutes at the end or beginning of any day, or maybe you just need a reset, who knows. So what you'll need is 2 pillows. These are like couch pillows, but you'll be able to figure out really any kind of pillow as long as it's not too small and it's not like the largest pillow on the planet. So, you know, either like a bed pillow or a couch pillow should work. And then you will need a couch or a chair, anything that you can get your legs over at about a 90-degree angle. And if you can't, if it's low like mine is, you can use the pillows. So every pose will hold for about 4 minutes. And I also have this trusty timer here. So if you don't want to just listen to the sound of silence of me, you can always grab your timer, time it, pause the pose, come back. But I'm going to try to do it all with you. So first pose we're going to do is legs up the wall, if you will, or legs at 90, Viparita Karani. So my couch is not going to allow for me to have my legs at 90, so I'm going to lay my pillow underneath my knees, which will give me a better angle. I'm going to scooch my hips as close to the couch as possible, and I'm going to lay myself all the way back down. You could use the other pillow underneath your neck if you want. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer. And allowing yourself to just flop out through the arms, head rests, chin slightly tucks down towards the chest. And as you settle into the pose, maybe take a nice deep breath in and a big full breath out. The goal here is to really melt and sink into the pose. Feel the floor support your back. Feel the couch, the cushion support your legs. Notice your heartbeat. See if with every breath you can slow your heartbeat down and truly rest here. Let each passing breath allow for a microscopic letting go of tissue, of thoughts, of energy. May not be major. Really, it's those small shifts in our being that create collective change. Just give yourself permission to let go bit by bit. Breath by breath. Just a few more breaths here. Maybe your simple mantra is let go, be held, let go, be held. On your next in-breath, gently fill up. And on your out-breath, gently release. Start to draw your feet to the edge of the couch, bending your knees more toward your chest. And then roll yourself over onto one side, using your bottom arm to help press you up to a comfortable seat. So the next pose we'll do will be a twist, and we'll do this for about half the time. So I'm going to use the couch to just rest across. If you come to our competitive napping class, you could use the pillows like a bolster and lay them like this on the ground and do the twist as you usually do in the class. But for purpose of using the couch and accessibility and ease, we'll use the couch. So I'm gonna bring a hip, you have two sides, we'll do both sides, to the couch, and I'm gonna sit in kind of a modified ballet fourth, if you will, if you have like flashbacks right now, if you're ballet pictures. So my knees are kind of staggered, like so. You can make this deeper by taking one leg back into true like seated fourth, or just keep the knees kind of side by side. Then we're gonna rotate so that the belly button, the sternum faces the couch. The thigh bone, mine is actually not parallel. It'll be a deeper twist if you get your thigh bone parallel. Mine's more on an angle. And I'm gonna lower my chest down. Depending on my cervical mobility, I could look in the direction of my knees, or I can look away. You can also use your pillow, which is what I'm gonna do, and use that to bring your chest a little bit higher up. So we'll do this for about 2 minutes. Letting your arms rest however they're comfortable. You may find halfway through you want to change where your gaze is. Just like our other pose, slowing the breath, closing the eyes, letting go. Feeling held and letting go. Feeling held and letting go. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Gently press yourself back up and just switch to the other side. So the opposite hip will come parallel or kind of kitty corner to the sofa, the chair. And again, we're draping the spine over, either to the prop, the pillow, all the way to the seat cushion. Just repeating, being held, and letting go. Being held, and letting go. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Very mindfully press yourself back up. And then shift your weight to a comfortable seat. Next pose will be a back bend. I'm going to use the chair again. I have a fairly flexible back, so for me this isn't a big deal. You could also, if this is too much, bring your pillows one in front of the other, laying on your back, legs straight. Just take your head and your rib cage on the, I keep wanting to say bolster, on the pillows, and let your hips rest on the ground. So that will give you a very subtle incline, very subtle back bend, which would be a great thing for anybody. If this couch position is uncomfortable, you can also elevate your head, which might take some of the back bend out, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to place the pillow behind my head, and I'm going to scooch my hips just slightly forward, letting my head rest on the pillow. So I've got a nice back bend shape and not a ton of effort. So when you're ready, set up your back bend situation. Whoa. And we'll begin. Allow your hands to rest wherever they're comfortable, maybe on the hips, in the front of the pelvis, maybe down by your sides. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Let your legs be heavy. Unclench your jaw. Soften the wrinkles in between the eyes. Let yourself be held and let go. Be held and let go. you're like me, super rajasic or high energy, this is probably the hardest practice for me ever, to sit still. And it is likely the most important. So observe without judgment, any restlessness, any curiosity to turn the video off or go do something else or text a friend. It's all very natural. And just rest into it. Soften into it. Just like our first pose, see if every breath, every moment, you can let just something small go. Something simple. Tiny bit of tension. Fraction of a thought. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Your head is back. Start to tuck the chin towards the chest. Gonna slowly bend the knees, guiding yourself back up to seated. Our last pose will be Shavasana, or corpse pose. Arguably the most important posture and the one you will try to skip. So commit to this as best you can, especially if you're going to bed. Maybe you turn off the video, you go lie in bed and set a timer and try to stay awake for 5 minutes without being on your phone or doing anything other than resting. Hopefully you can take this time. So you could lay on the couch if you have your couch. I'm gonna lay back on one of my pillows, just letting my head be supported flat on the ground. You can place your pillows underneath your wrists to give your wrists a slightly elevated perspective from your heart. Find whatever is most comfortable to you. Close your eyes. Take another deep, slow breath in. Let it all go as you exhale. Give yourself permission
just rest. Our mantra at Practice Indie, as you are enough. Give yourself permission to just be as you are. You are not more valuable because of what you do. You are valuable intrinsically because you exist. Your value does not lie in anything more than your pure existence. And so let yourself fully rest here in your pure existence. Knowing that right here, as you are enough. Try to clear your mind of to-do lists, to-be lists, and just exist. Next breath in, fill up. Exhale slowly out. Begin to mindfully move back in the body. Taking any micro, macro movements you need to bring yourself back to awareness. Coming all the way up as slowly, mindfully as you can to a seated posture. Just acknowledging any shifts in your state of being. To close your practice, either hands together in Anjali Mudra, or maybe holding your hands over your heart, reminding yourself to be held and to let go, and to know that this practice is here to remind us that as we are enough. Bringing the palms together and bowing your chin towards your chest. Namaste. Thanks, yogis. If you enjoyed this practice, please join us in December for Purvi Lippincot's restorative teacher training. You do not need to be a teacher to join, just someone with great curiosity If this practice speaks to you, if you'd like to understand the whys behind it, the science behind it, Purvi does a brilliant job of teaching the curriculum of restorative yoga. And if you are a teacher, it's a wonderful way to not only deepen your own practice, but facilitate and share this practice with others. So those dates are December 13th through the 15th. We hope you will join us, and